As an attempt to enter the competitive world of athletic sports drinks, Pepsi decided to release Mountain Dew Sport, again alongside a diet variation. Together, these were obvious attempts at competing against the industry leader Gatorade, who was said to have a 95% market share at the time. Pepsi was so serious about their new drink, they called out their competition by name.
Now there's a sports drink tough enough to take on Gatorade.
Fans of Pepsi and their products often like to discuss their role in the soda wars against Coke, but rarely do you hear mention of their participation in the late 80s sports drink war, of which Sport was right in the middle of. To be clear, Sport was not a soda. It was a lightly carbonated, zero caffeine, electrolyte-centered drink aimed at athletes. As for the flavor, it was a slight variation of the original Mountain Dew's lemon lime citrus. Many out there think there were 3 variations of Sport released simultaneously: regular, diet, and a 2-calorie version, but this was likely just a rename of diet made later in the drink's lifetime, as both have 2 calories and are never seen side by side. That's not to say it was on shelves long. According to articles from the time, Sport looks to have been first test marketed in 1989, then released in 1990, only then to be discontinued sometime in 1991. It doesn't even look like Sport got a nationwide release. Articles only ever mention a few cities receiving the beverage, similar to Red's distribution. Despite its short life, there appears to be a decent amount of merchandise produced to help get the drink's name out there. Small bottle-shaped coupons were also handed out to educate consumers on how Sport was formulated specifically for athletes, complete with a free bottle voucher. Pepsi was really trying to carve out its place alongside Gatorade with slogans like "the sports drink you'll want to drink" and "a great sparkling taste that leaves Gatorade flat." Lesser aggressive slogans were also seen in the marketing, but it was all for nothing when ultimately Gatorade proved victorious after Sport's 1991 discontinuation. All the boasting of ingredients, newspaper write-ups, and big-name commercial endorsements all weren't enough, leading to Sport's current-day status as one of Mountain Dew's most obscure and forgotten flavors. But that's not actually the end of the story for Sport. Believe it or not, it still kind of exists today. In 1991, right after the discontinuation, Pepsi released another competitor to Gatorade, under the name All Sport. Not only did the font closely resemble its Mountain Dew predecessor, but its flavored lemon lime and came in a 2-calorie diet variation. When combining its trademark filing dates, controversial inclusion of carbonation, and the fact newspapers even claim All Sport is just a reformulation of Pepsi's previous Gatorade killer, the connection is undeniable. The real smoking gun is this image showcasing a Diet Sport 4-pack of bottles, one of which sports an All Sport cap, likely because it was produced mid-transition. Most consumers might not recognize All Sport's early releases and instead be more familiar with their later designs seen on every dollar store shelf throughout the 90s and 2000s. All Sport would go on to have a long, extensive history completely unrelated to Mountain Dew, to the point where they're not even known for drinks anymore. Instead, powder mixes and popsicles. The strange evolution of Sport throughout the years is one you never see discussed despite it being extremely fascinating. After the failure of Sport in 1991, it would take 10 whole years for Mountain Dew to finally regain the guts to again experiment with flavor varieties.